Well, Durban is one of the favorite tourist and holidaymaker destinations around this time of the year, and from a variety of activities that are being offered to its glorious weather. But an increase in crime and safety in the region may mar the influx of expected holidaymakers this time around. But for more on this, we are joined by the Head of Business Intelligence and Product Quality at Durban Tourism, Roshni Mehta. A very good evening to you, Roshni. We thank you very much for your time. Essentially, firstly, are authorities dealing with the capacity of the influx on the Durban beaches?
Yes. Hi. Good evening. Authorities are dealing with it. Business together with Metro Police. There's more visible policing throughout Durban, and strategies and plans have been in place post the festive season, and it's going to happen during the festive season and pre the festive season. Strategies were sorted out.
Now, what is going to be different this year in terms of the security and the safety contingent, specifically for beachgoers? We saw from the previous years there was the introduction of the tags, specifically being able to identify the missing children. But in terms of just ensuring all around public safety as well as not drinking on the beaches, what is going to be different in 2019?
Okay, so there's more laws enforced in terms of safety, in terms of alcohol consumption, and businesses this year and in future. The public and the private sector are working together to ensure that Durban is the place for the discerning visitor.
Now, we're 2 weeks in, there's already been reports of over 400 children having to be taken by officials to then be contacting their parents. But in terms of any other incidents, what are we looking at in terms of stats taking place on the beach as well as the surrounding areas that offer fun activities?
Okay, in terms of stats with kids, missing kids, I'm really not sure. But in terms of, and that I'm sure the Metro Police would be able to discuss that. In terms of tourism and the projections for Durban, I would be able to talk about. So we are saying that there's over 1 million, or we project over 1 million visitors in Durban. And in terms of the economic spend, we're looking at around 2.7 billion direct spend to Durban. In terms of the contribution of the spend to the city's GDP, we're looking at around 4.5 billion, and job creation, sustainability, as well as temporary jobs annualized, we're looking at around 8,700.
Now, continuing with the projections, we've seen that Durban has been a hotspot not only for South Africans and holidaymakers, but of course the world abroad in terms of tourists that are planning to come here over the festive season. What sort of activities and what are the key places that we're expecting to reach that capacity influx over this festive season?
Okay, so this year is quite different from last year because we've got the 8-kilometer stretch of the beachfront promenade, which is now the longest promenade in Africa. So people can actually come in to Durban and enjoy the warm waters because of the warm Mozambican current that flows through our east coast compared to other parts of South Africa, as well as people can jog, they can do the park run, segways, horseback riding within in the promenade, together with fine dining restaurants, and in the other parts of Durban. So if you're looking at the north, we've got, so there are 4 tourism hotspots that we are, that can be identified as tourism precincts, and that is the Florida Road precinct, which is a buzz in terms of nightlife, fine dining restaurants, and other activities. We've got Chartwell Drive in Umhlanga, we've got Mercuriton Road in Durban North, and then we look at at the townships, Max's Lifestyle, which has won numerous international accolades, as well as Eadini, and then our famous Inanda Heritage Route. Durban is a cultural and heritage city, so that is what we are actually focusing on. Also, the shark diving and Ushaka, which is the largest marine park in Africa.
Thank you very much. Roshni, Head of Business Intelligence and Product Quality at Durban Tourism. Roshni Mehta just giving us through the authorities' capacity of being able to deal with the influx on the beaches, specifically in Durban, also taking us through some of the precincts in the KwaZulu-Natal area with regards to where holidaymakers and tourists can have fun during those destination spots this festive season.